Years ago, when I stumbled upon the devotion to the Divine Mercy, I sort of instantly fell in love with it. Not exactly sure why. I think in my own experience in meeting with folks, the Lord puts certain devotions in the heart of individuals to sort of resuscitate an area in their lives in which maybe it has gone dormant. Let me give you an example. I guess I always understood the mercy of God from a confessional point of view, receiving God's mercy. But I'd never really gone deeply into the reality that mercy is another name for God. Mercy is the reality of what God is. God is mercy. You know, it's a challenge for me to accept God's mercy sometimes because it's given so freely, so liberally. We don't have to do anything per se to merit God's mercy. But one thing I would tell you, and maybe you would agree, is that the image of the divine mercy and the promise made to Faustina that anywhere that it's displayed, anywhere that it's shown, is a place that sort of calls down God's mercy. But that God grants graces to those who have that image displayed. Years ago, when I began a deeper love for the devotion, I began to pray the Divine Mercy almost every day for those folks in my parish to come back to the sacrament of confession. I prayed it every day as the pastor in my last parish, and I'm praying it almost every day now. But I would always pray it for people who were afraid of the sacrament. With that came the reality that I was supposed to commit myself to more times for confession. Saturday afternoon from 4 to 4:40 is not at all an ideal opportunity for people to come to confession. And so I also prayed for the grace as a pastor, as a priest, to love to hear confessions, to love to sit in persona Christi and to offer them the confessional grace, the merciful grace, to those in wayward sheep in need of God's grace and mercy. I encourage you, if you've never read it, to read Faustina's diary. One of the things that she said very easily, that she felt the Lord say to her, which she says, by means of this image of the divine mercy, I shall be granting many graces to souls, and let everyone and every soul have access to it. I believe really, folks, that if all of us drew closer to the divine mercy, praying for the folks in our families who have fallen away from the faith or who don't ever think of using the sacrament of confession, I think honestly and sincerely they'll come back to the church. The divine mercy is another name for God, but it's also a very beautiful way for us to grow in our faith. So as we celebrate this holy divine mercy, let's pray, asking the good Lord, O Lord, let your mercy be upon us, and for the sake of his sorrowful passion, have mercy on me and on the whole world. Remember, folks, it's more than a sermon. It's more than a thought. This is the reality of Jesus Christ. May you always have God's divine mercy in your heart. God bless you.